Hi, everybody. Welcome to Unapologetic Radio, where I share my thoughts and opinions on things that are happening. So please remember that. If you do not like my show, move on. If you like my show, hit the like button and subscribe so that you will receive the notifications of all the new shows. If you like my show and want to support, my Cash App is in the description. This has been an issue for me for a while. My question to you is, why do you people call mediocre people kings and queens? Don't you guys think that that's an insult on the real kings and queens? This is why other countries probably have a problem with us, Americans. Kings and queens are, according to the British Heritage and the Wikipedia, in the following regions: Antigua, Barbados, Brazil, Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, New Zealand. This is just to name a few. United Kingdom, but I did not say the United States. When I hear someone call another person king or queen, I laugh. And black people are notorious at this, so I am talking to you and anyone else that does this. Let me tell you what a queen is. I am going to give you a definition using it as a noun and as a verb, and then tell you my thoughts on it. Or I might tell you my thoughts along the way. What is a queen? The noun version is used to identify any of a class of people, places, or things. 1. The female ruler of an independent state, especially one whose inheritance the position by right of birth. I see no mansions anywhere else. Well, castles, I should say. If you live in the projects, where it seems that all the kings and queens live, when it comes to the United States or a trailer park, it is almost never that anything is inherited when a black person passes away, but debt. Number 2, the wife or widow of a king. I'm going to get to that later. Well, half of you run around here talking about you don't believe in marriage and you don't need a piece of paper to commit. And the other half have so many kids by so many different people, men, that they only are being called kings and queens because you physically birthed your own village. Funny dummies, a king and queen, guess what, are married. Not running around the palace, which is not a studio apartment, talking about we don't need a piece of paper to prove to the world that we love each other. Number 3, the wife or widow of a tribal chief. So since you already did not know what a real king and queen is, I am sure you are not going to be familiar with a tribal chief. So I'll teach you what a tribal chief is. They are a political leader of a social group such as a band, tribe, or confederate of tribes. Among many people, chiefs have very little coercion authority or depend on community consensus for implementing recommendations. Often a number of recognized chiefs from a tribe chiefs council. So, the only part America got right was social groups, because America is good at grouping people up. You see how packed the jailhouses are. American social groups are called Hood, Blood, Crips, American Mafia. And let's not even talk about politics. Most of the people running around using the term king and queen do not know what's going on in society, let alone have a conversation about it. Can't vote or have never voted and don't have a higher education past high school. Hell, most drop out during high school or before entering junior high. But these are who we call kings and queens. Number 4, a woman's intimate rank, power, or attractions. Intimate means famous or respected within a particular sphere or profession. Okay, if you can't finish school, you partake in the government system for handouts, can't travel because that wouldn't consist of you making money, which God forbid it would mess up those free benefits, and that make you feel like a queen. You can't travel without a whole bunch of kids attached to you, and you don't want to be seen with all your baby daddies it took to make all those babies, because then you would be looked at as a hoe. And you didn't quite finish school. How are you considering yourself a queen? What are you famous for? Damn, y'all are funny. And besides knowing what the inside of a delivery look like every few years, there's nothing else to you. What's your profession? Number 5, a goddess or a thing personified as a woman or having supremacy in a specific region. An attractive girl or woman, especially a beauty contest winner. Now, how many of y'all into beauty patches every year? Because y'all know that y'all that queen. How many of y'all? Come on now, stop it. Well, the only thing that I will give you is being attractive. I won't take that from some of you. And that's only because you paid for it so much just to look like something that you're not. With the come catch your eyebrows and eyelashes, someone else's hair, the lipo, the fake asses, and the chest. For the money you spent, you look nice. Some are beautiful, but you are fake. And no role models at all for the community. And you can't because you're fake. No, I hope your so-called kings can take care of all the defects that your body will go through. I hope that your king can help clean those leakages, bandage up those sores. That will happen as your body changes. It will reject the foreign objects and so many surgeries that you've had prematurely done to get that king. The verb version, verbs, are words that show an action, occurrence, or state of being. Almost every sentence requires a verb. Number 6, behave in a pleasant, superior way toward someone. Okay. I guess that's where they got girl fight, right? The queen sat around and said, girl fight. Y'all need to stop it. Oh, y'all, this is where no one would be labeled as a queen. Hey, queens don't use profanity. They spend time protecting their knowledge. They seek knowledge. They listen, then speak. They don't talk down on someone as a form of conversation. And it is always a pleasure to be in the queen's presence. Now, what's wrong with this? These women you call queens have garbage mouths. Just wait for the right opportunity to get smart or curse somebody out. They have absolutely no knowledge of self. Because if they did, they would not reconstruct their bodies. So, don't even try to come for me, because y'all know I'm telling the truth. The women nowadays don't even pick up books. They pick up blunts and alcohol and any other type of drug that their so-called king can convince them of getting or is good for them or he can flip to make money for the palace. You see how ridiculous this sounds? And most of the time, people just tolerate them. They are quick to fight. I'm still talking about our queens. They are quick to fight as though it is a badge of honor. But it's really an embarrassment to all that call you a queen. Shit, females don't even cross their legs anymore. They dress more and more like kings themselves. Anyway, let's move on to our kings. According to the data, King is ranked number 34 in terms of the most common surname in America. What is this? The King surname appears 465,000 times in the year 2020. A king is a man who rules a country because of inheritance. A king usually comes to power when the previous monarch dies, who is usually a family member of his. Okay, so it don't take a rocket scientist to figure out. So if the man before him is in jail, on drugs, addicted, how the hell is he a king? I'm confused. Okay, y'all stop playing with me. Make it make sense. There are 6 key factors that a god, the creator, requires of a king. Did they tell you that? Let's go through them. First, the king must be anointed by God. He ain't say nothing else but God. Second, the king must belong to God's people, not slaughter them, but belong to them. There's a difference. Third, the king must exercise faith. That means believe in something other than yourself, other than tagging yourself with the word God all over you. 4, the king must be loyal. Oh, God. I'm stuck. Loyal? Okay. 5, the king must be ready for sacrifice. Yep. That's, yeah. And 6, the king must know the scriptures. Okay. American black males are the biggest population of the fraudulent kings. These same kings put drugs into neighborhoods. They do not add anything to the community, but feel like they are the man because people fear them. They are not called kings because they are admired in their neighborhood or for making a positive difference or being the king that makes things better because they carry the name. No. The only thing on the list was number 5. The king must be ready for sacrifice. Evidence has shown that this is the only thing these so-called kings take seriously. They will take any man out for no reason. Now these kings they do not know how to communicate properly. And that's because of the gold grills. They can't talk properly. I mean, like, it's tacky. But that's, okay. That's a king, though. Lack of education and knowledge. Like our queens, most have not finished school and certainly didn't graduate. And most can't write. You say write an essay and they'll ask you how to spell it. So the bottom line is stop calling people kings and queens. The next time you feel the need to address someone using king or queen, ask yourself, do they deserve the name? Ask yourself, what have they done positively that has made an impact on the community or world? Because everybody know the kings and queens from all over. We know their impact. If you can't answer these questions, then stop. That is not your king or queen. Let me tell you some things to look out for. A queen is not a woman that carries herself like a slut. A queen is not a woman that gives herself to multiple men raw. A queen doesn't get government assistance. She can offer her assistance. A queen doesn't have multiple kids by multiple men unless her previous man has passed. That means he's not around, ladies. It ain't mean you just got tired of looking at him, or you got the baby and he didn't act right, so now you're just gonna. No, her man actually has passed. A queen, dressed coordinated and professional. She looks like money, not talk money. She looks like money, not showing every inch of her body, especially if she has kids. A queen has respect for herself at all times. A queen does not talk shit. She is quiet and reserved, which is the true art of being powerful and dangerous. Now let me tell you the signs to look out with for these so-called kings. A king is a protector. He is going to make sure your surroundings are safe. He is not going to put guns and things in your face and have it laying around and all this crazy mess. He's going to make sure you're safe. Protector. A king is a provider financially and does not ask his queen for rides or how much money she got. A king is a leader. Therefore, he takes pride in his dress attire. He doesn't walk around with his ass showing, pants right above his butt cheeks, or a mouthful of gold. A king doesn't ask his queen for fellatio. That's for the hoes. A king is not a random killer. They sacrifice when it is necessary, not because they just don't like somebody. A king conducts meetings to where differences are made, not where there is shootouts at. A king invests in his community with time, not just money. A king can speak extremely well because he takes the instructions of his elders. Very important, because nowadays you can't tell kings anything. A king always has time for his loved ones. A king respects his queen at all costs, and it's not based off of how fat her ass is or if she gave him fellatio well. A king will never let no one disrespect his queen. A king makes sure his family is good. One family, maybe two if he's remarried because their spouse has passed, but not 6 and 7 and thinking it's cute and oh, we all need to get along and kumbaya. No, kings don't move like that. Babe, they don't move like that. A king is committed and don't give up on his queen. FYI, having kids don't make you a queen or a king. Anybody can have them. So with all that being said, I hope I was able to teach you guys the difference between a real king and queen. Until next time, be safe. If you like my show and want to support, my Cash App is in the description. Please like, subscribe, and share this video and tell all your family, friends, and coworkers all about Unapologetic Radio. Until next time, be blessed.